listened to you and everybody got to know about different schemes being launched by the government to support the initiatives or to support the invention and innovation activities. Now, what happens after that? People are still curious about whether the government is going to finance their idea, whether the government have certain schemes which can help them monetize their patents as well.
Okay, good, very good question. Yes and no, to be very honest with you. Yes, there are some schemes which are certainly there where government is actually funding some of the great ideas, but they cannot fund all the great ideas which are out there. Okay, that's the reason I said yes and no. So I will give you very specific schemes. So if you are working in area of life sciences, biotechnology, medicine, or those kind of areas, then there is an organization called as BIRAC, B-I-R-A-C. It's promoted by DBT, Department of Biotechnology. So BIRAC can fund anywhere an idea between, they have 3 different schemes. So first scheme is more of a seed funding, which is 25 lakh rupees. Then the second scheme, Shibri, which can go as high as 50 lakh rupees to 75 lakh rupees or a crore, depending upon the project. And then BIPP is the third scheme, which can go up to maybe 3 crores, 5 crores, that kind of thing. So this is from Department of Biotechnology or BIRAC, B-I-R-A-C. Then there is a scheme from CSIR. CSIR is Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, not Corporate Social Responsibility. CSIR. So they have a scheme called NMITLI, NMITLI, this New Millennium. So they started it in 2000, so they called it as New Millennium Scheme for Promoting Innovation. So they can fund, they are funding only a few projects once a year. It's not a very great scheme now, but once upon a time it used to be a very, very great scheme. But they fund anywhere again between 5 to 10 crore rupees for a project. But they ensure that it's a public-private partnership. So you have to have a researcher in some of the national institutes working closely with you. So you get as a grant, they get as a grant, the national researcher get as a grant, while the private company gets as a soft loan. Soft loan, 3%, 4% simple interest loan, which you have to repay back after 3 years. So the repayment starts after 3 years or 4 years based on the duration of the project. And it's a simple interest. Again, that's a good scheme. It's a high-risk scheme which government uses. Then there is a scheme from DST, that is Department of Science and Technology, which is called as TIFAC. Again, they fund up to 50 lakh rupees. And another scheme is TDB, Technology Development Board, which they fund up to for scaling up. So if your prototype is ready and everything is ready, and if you want to really scale up, then you can get funding up to 20 crores or so. So it can go as high as 20 crores.
Wonderful.
So there are some schemes, certainly. There are many times government don't get takers also for their schemes. Okay, because people are not aware about their schemes. But a lot of times this money gets unutilized or remains unutilized. So people can certainly go and look at some of these schemes. But yes, but as a practice, I will request all your viewers not to depend on government for any business. Dependence on government for funding or as a customer, if that is your primary focus for your business is doomed right from the word go. Okay? if government happens, it's a vanilla.
Yeah. Right.
Your entire business plan cannot depend upon government. Please make sure of that.
Yes.
Although I work for government, I am telling you the fact. Because government, a lot of things change. Okay? And there are a lot of claims, counterclaims, RTIs, sometimes the processes have to be redone. And may not be very fast also. So don't build your business plan based on government business.
Right. Thank you so much for addressing that question. It was very insightful. We got to hear about 7 to 8 different schemes, which was very great to learn about.